Are you ready? The Kornelia Stephanie Show, Wake Up to Love, your call to action. Join Kornelia as she empowers others to live heaven on earth. Kornelia teaches listeners how to be the authority over yourself, embracing your inner guru. Feel yourself uplifted into limitless expansion, integrating ease and grace in a changing world. This show will cover topics such as unconditional love, your physical body, how to be in extraordinary relationships, create financial and emotional wealth, embracing entrepreneurship in the new earth. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to this beautiful panel discussion podcast that we're bringing to you from the world's best leading influencers and practitioners that are featured in our app, the KS Media Group app. These are the world's best leading influencers and practitioners that are doing amazing things in the world. And we're here to have a discussion to talk to you today about healing our heavy hearts and replenishing our soul cup. We're doing this to share our wisdom with you so that you can get to know us a little bit better, so that it can help your hearts feel lighter, because many of us right now are feeling heavy in our hearts, heavy in our vibrations, and we want to be able to uplift the vibration and share with you what works for us, how we're helping people, what it is that we're doing to make the world a better place. So I'm Kornelia Stephanie, the founder of the Kornelia Stephanie Media Group app here. I'm the visionary of this group, and I'm also a business leader, a business coach, and an empowerment coach. I help people really move into their own authority so that they can trust themselves and that they know who it is that they are, that they can trust their inner guidance. I'm going to go around right now and I'm going to introduce you to a few of our panelists here today, and then we're going to go into our discussion. Welcome, Nadine. Say hi and tell us where you're from and what it is that you do.
Hello, everybody. I'm Nadine. I am your Karma Self Coach, and I am in the south coast of England.
Yay, good. And what is it that you do with your Calmer Self method, Nadine?
I help people step out of feelings of overwhelm, stress, and anxiety and into a place of focus and clarity so they can get everything they need to be done with ease and joy.
Excellent, excellent. And we have Annie McKinnon. Welcome, Annie.
Hi.
What is it that where are you from, and what is it that you do to?
Okay. So like Nadine, I live in the southeast of England on the coast, and I am a life coach, a counsellor, excuse me, speaker and writer. And I am also communications ambassador for the KS Media Group app. So my specialism, if you like, is working with LGBTQ plus people to feel free and live their life without feelings of fear, anxiety, guilt, or shame. And that can be from rejection, maybe families rejecting, or, homelessness, suicide. So the range of issues that LGBTQ people face in this world, I work with them to alleviate that.
That's wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you so much. And we have Antonina Menev. She's also from England. We have 3 people from England today. That goes to show you what a global community we are. Welcome, Antonina.
Thank you, Kornelia. Hi, everyone, and thank you for having me today. I'm a new joiner from the UK, and Nadine introduced me to your wonderful community. My name is Antonina Menev. I'm a business strategist at Visions Inspire Business Growth Consultancy. And my tagline, I love it because it reflects what I am, turning visions into profitable businesses. I basically help businesses perform efficiently, find opportunities to make them financially safer, secure, and profitable, authentically. I accelerate and mentor established businesses in crisis or help startups be really successful through consulting, planning, online training as well, hand-holding, or a combination of all of these. Yes, I am from the UK as well. I live in the southeast. I live in a very small village in the middle of nowhere, not entirely, but I'd love to think so, in the countryside. Everything around here is self-sufficient, beautiful. So I'm ready to hop on any challenges you've got for me.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much. I love all the accents, the different dialects. Yeah, it's beautiful. Thank you so much for being here. And now we have Dr. Robert Saul.
Thank you, Cornelia. It's my pleasure to be here. I'm Bob Saul, pediatrician and medical geneticist from South Carolina in the eastern part of the United States. And my passion is raising our children to be good citizens and working with our communities and to maximize the health and wellness of our children and families.
And how much is that needed today more than ever? So thank you so much for being here, for contributing all of your incredible wisdom to the world. Thank you so much. We have Julie DeLuca Collins. Welcome to the call today.
Hi, Cornelia, and hello, everybody watching. My name is Julie DeLuca Collins, as she mentioned, and I am coming to you live from Vernon, Connecticut, which is right outside of the Hartford area. And I am a business and life strategy coach. I help entrepreneurs get confident in growing their businesses with the right mindset. I do it through teaching them simple habits and the best tools. I help them also stop feeling the overwhelm, second guessing themselves, and how to be able to be productive, create the daily learning environment for them to serve who they feel called to serve. We do also help them get clients and make the income they desire. We build and grow their businesses within all of my organization, not only through my coaching, but all of the support system that we provide. And I'm a Tiny Habits certified coach and also mental fitness coach. Thank you.
I always love it when you say tiny habits. I think that's just, it's very welcoming. It's what very like, yeah, I can do that. I can do tiny habits. That sounds good. So welcome. Thank you. And Diane McClay, welcome to our call today.
Awesome. Thanks for having me, Cornelia. My name is Diane McClay. I'm in the beautiful Pacific Northwest. I am the champion of choice and courage, and I am in the business of affecting positive change in people's lives through choice and through courage. And as the founder of the Choice and Courage Company, I believe, and the company believes, in generating solutions. I think we're going to talk about that today. There's an energetic difference between solving a problem, which often makes our brain feel stuck and overwhelmed and perhaps not sure of where we're going, and the concept of being able to generate options and generate solutions. And that's what I help people do. I help people get out of the overwhelm, the unstuckery of life. I help them get to where they want to be with a lot more ease. And the foundations are awareness, perspective, and choice. And we have more of it in our life than what our society teaches us, what our parents tell us we have, and what our coworkers and employers allow us to have. So my work is about helping people reclaim the power of choice in their life and move forward courageously and confidently to really live with freedom and to live with a lot more joy in their life.
Well, we certainly can all use that. And thank you so much for, influencing the world with choice and courage, because we certainly need that in our daily lives every day, those tiny habits that Julie talked about. Thank you so much for being here. And now our final panelist today is Phil Thornley. Welcome to the call today.
Oh, fantastic to be here. My name is Phil Thornley. I'm from Mount Vernon, Washington. And what we do is I'm your financial expert. So everything from basic budgeting all the way through to retirement, we pride ourselves on showing people how to improve their finances. And I say improve, but it's really optimized because everyone comes from a different point, whether you have a young person or someone that's older with 2 children, for example. So whatever the need is for you, according to your goals and dreams, we come in and help assist with that. So that's Phil Thornley, your financial expert.
Yay. And we certainly need that in the world. We definitely need good financial solid foundations. So thank you so much for helping people do that, get out of debt and create more financial flow and ease in their life. So I just want to let everyone know all these amazing people that you just met here, you can find all of them with one easy click. So go to your Apple Store or your Play Store and download the KS Media, MEDIA group. We are the media. It's not the media that's out there, that's the media. We are the media. KS Media Group app and download it on your phone. Create your free account so that you can get access to all the content that's there. Most of the people that are here, we're always doing podcasts. We're always putting out more content and information that's going to support you to make your life better. So once you have your free account, if you go to the directories and you type in any one of these amazing people's names in the directory, you can learn more about them and also get to their websites, their podcasts, and learn more about how you can reach out to them. So I'm so excited to be here today to talk about this topic about healing our heavy hearts and replenishing our soul cup. So we came up with this title today in real time. We wanted to talk about what are we feeling right now? What is it that we can bring to you in real time that we can help you with? So Julie, I'm going to just take it straight away to you. When I was asking you this morning, how are you feeling and what do you want to contribute? What do you want to talk about? What's on your heart? What's on your mind? You said,
I said my heart is heavy today, Cornelia. And, I think that as practitioners, as people that we pour ourselves into the lives of others and invest in making this world a better place, one of the things that I find is that it's very important to be able to curate our spaces, be able to curate the content that we consume, and really understand that we have the power as well to refill our cup, replenish, and really, before we go out into the world and leave our mark, we have to really walk our talk. We have to be able to also, as practitioners, know that we have the power to shift also what we're thinking, that what is happening in the world doesn't really affect us unless we allow it to. In that, yes, we can go out and take action and do a lot of different things to make a mark, but ultimately, it is how we begin to shift our mindset and allow our inner wisdom, allow our inner strength to be present. And at times, you're not going to feel like you have the inner wisdom. You're not going to feel that there's any strength, or you feel sort of defeated, whatever it might be that's going on, whether it be in your relationships, the world, or whether it be in your business. But it's really important for you to take stock, number one, and be aware of what you are feeling. Just like when we meditate, we end up maybe being distracted by the passing thought. It is important to acknowledge that the thought has come in. And the second step, which is the most important of it all, is to then think of what our next best thing is. And that is in meditation, returning to the breath, returning to the moment. And I want to encourage all of you, just like I am doing today, take a moment to acknowledge, because sometimes we don't acknowledge what we may be feeling and thinking and all of that. We want to just get out of the discomfort of what is going on. But the most important thing is to really be able to um, connect to that inner wisdom and find out what is our next best step for ourselves. What is the next best thing that I can do to go from this cup that is running out of water and bring back that life affirming action, things that really give to you. So that's a little bit of where my heart is today, Cornelia. And thank you for letting me share my thoughts.
Yes, I think it was really beautiful the way that you expressed that. And also, bringing the awareness to how we're feeling. So when I asked Julie this morning what's on her heart, and she said, my heart is a little bit heavy, then right away we're bringing acknowledgement to how we're feeling. We're acknowledging, hey, I'm feeling heavy today. And, and that's okay. And then even, you can even ask further, is it the world? Is it a collective feeling? Is it a personal feeling? And it can be both, but to at least acknowledge the feelings. So what about you, Annie? How do you deal with when you have a heavy heart, and what is it that you do to fill your soul cup?
Sure. I mean, I think as human beings, we, whether it's consciously or unconsciously, make choices and decisions every minute of the day. And personally, like all of you here today, I'm a giver. So constantly giving to other people. And for me, it's about just stopping. And as Julie's talking about, having that awareness of putting me time into my day. And whether that's just about taking the dog out for a walk or going for a coffee with friends, it's having that time that's consciously put into my day to make sure that I'm replenishing my own cup when I'm giving out so much to other people.
I bet a lot of people can relate to giving out so much to other people, and that it also takes that awareness to say, hey, do I feel depleted?
Yeah.
Do I feel tended to? Do I feel nurtured? Do I feel like, I'm giving from my overflow, or do I need to bring more balance back into my life? So that's beautiful, Annie. Thank you so much for sharing that. And what about you, Dr. Bob? How do you replenish your soul cup, and how do you deal with a heavy heart?
Well, thank you. It was a heavy heart that got me into this almost 30-year journey I've been on. It was right after uh, I had heard 12 words that I am the problem, I am the solution, I am the resource for anything that happens in our community. And then after that, Columbine massacre hit, and I had a very heavy heart, and I could not figure out how to aim that in the right direction, how to be a good citizen, how to fulfill my obligations, but also how to replenish my own soul cup. And what happened for me was writing. Writing that, in a sense, was journaling, but I was writing it to give to other people. As a physician, I felt like I had a significant responsibility in the community to use my professional voice and my hopefully trusted status in a positive way. So I turned that into some books on just citizenship and parenting. But that's been where I've been going. It's the writing, it's the catharsis. I mean, it's not unusual for my heavy heart for me to shout a few words, a few expletives at the TV, and I realize that's only short term. That I need I need to come up with a more tangible way to express this, because that has helped me articulate what I'm about, and has helped me articulate what I can do positively. And in some ways, people that have read some of my stuff have said, you've helped me articulate how I can be a better person and a better citizen. So that's sort of where I am right now in a nutshell.
So it sounds to me like the way that you have been filling your own or replenishing your own cup is to stay true to your passion and stay true to your values and what it is that you love doing. What got you started in the business with children and supporting the parents of the children, and that is how you are giving back to yourself as well.
Oh, absolutely. And every encounter of the thousands, maybe tens of thousands of encounters I've had over my career, even now that I'm retired, each of them play back in my head in a positive way. Those that I can do better, and those that I feel fulfilled, knowing that I can still do better, and even that mild I can do better, that humility, that sincerity really helps me replenish my cup.
I love that. That's so simple, isn't it? I can do better. That again is such an affirming, loving, nurturing thought. And, that's even a journaling prompt. I can do better. And even writing, because one of the modalities I love using and the way that I healed myself, my life, is through journaling and revealing my thoughts and putting everything out on paper so that I can see it rather than having it in my head or in my mind and not articulating my feelings. So the healing modality of journaling is such a wonderful way to that I replenish my cup is using a journal. I have journals all around me, all the time. And so, and even as a creator, using the journals to talk about the visions and what it is that I want to create in the world. So, yeah, I love that. I love those beautiful, tiny ways, the simple ways on how we can replenish our cups and make our hearts lighter and feel better through the practices that we're sharing with you today. So, what about you, Nadine? What is it that you do to replenish your calmer self?
Oh, thank you for asking, Cornelia. I do quite a lot now, but I got to be honest, I never used to. Talking about having a heavy heart, I used to suffer from massive bouts of depression. So I had a heavy heart a lot of the time, and I had no clue how to get myself out of that. So I learnt, one of my sayings is I learnt the hard way so you don't have to, but I learnt how to get myself out of that. I didn't know anything about self-care, looking after myself. I was one of those eternal people pleasers. So I never put myself first. I never replenished my soul cup, never at all. I didn't look after myself at all. But I learnt how to because I needed to. And as I learnt, I wanted to share. So now I have developed my calmer self method, and what that does is exactly what I needed. And it starts with looking after number one, self-care, small steps. I have a 6-step program that I guide people through. One of them is actually starting your day with you. I'm big on that. Start your day with you. You tune into you before you even get out of bed. That's how I do it. I stop, I think, I breathe, I tune into my heart center, and I ask myself, what do I want today? What do I need today? And it suits me to start that way because I think someone said earlier, sometimes we don't find the time, we don't always remember. But if I've done it before I start my day, I'm in tune with me. And this is what I teach my clients. And a lot of my clients come to me when they have a very heavy heart, when they are exhausted, when they are at crisis point, and they can't do it for themselves. So I create a safe place for them to tune into their feelings, and it's not easy. One of my 6 steps is sitting with difficult emotions, and I will guide them through that because we push all our feelings away, don't we? That's how we cope most of the time. But we all know, don't we, in this community here, that doesn't work. It definitely didn't work for me. It worked temporarily, but it didn't work all the time, and it literally nearly killed me because I was pushing it all down. So what I do now, as I say, is I share my method. Everything that helped me, I share with my clients. And it's a combination of meditation, mindfulness, tuning in with nature, all the beauty around us that helps us replenish our cup. And I just love what I do. And again, someone said it earlier about walking your talk. I am so grateful that this is my business now because my clients keep me accountable. I walk my talk because I have to. I practice what I preach. How could I not? So it reminds me every day to look after myself because then I can give more to my clients. And I'm so, so happy that that's the way my life has turned around.
That's beautiful. It's what reminded me earlier too, before we came on the call today, when we were talking about what do we want to title this panel discussion. And Annie recommended that we talk about being the authentic self and becoming the authentic self. And that's again with walking your talk, with nurturing the self, with doing self care, with replenishing your cup and tuning into your inner self. And even when your heart is heavy, what is it that you want to express around that, but at least paying attention to, I feel like this. And when we do the work that we do on ourselves, that is how we're changing the world. Just us being here together in this community today, talking about addressing the heavy heart. What about the global heavy heart that we can feel? The collective is feeling this way. And, that's how we came to use this topic as a title today so that we can help you feel lighter, feel better, and that there is hope and that there are things that you can do right now to improve your well being. So, what about you, Antonina? Welcome, and would love to hear what it is that you do to replenish your cup, and also, share with us your wisdom.
Hi everyone. Okay, I listen to all of you, and that's these beautiful mechanisms you described for different personal situations and the way you feel. So being a business strategist, I listen, and I always hop on to the solutions. So Nadine, you know me very well. I don't like to talk too much about me. If you want, I can share with you that in a minute, but there are basically two mechanisms that you can that can help you overcome that feeling of a heavy heart and help you replenish your soul cup. So one is, as Julie mentioned, the inner wisdom, resource to the inner wisdom, and the other one is like Nadine mentioned, okay, borrow something that you know it works for someone else. So definitely combine those two things. About me personally, this is the first time I come to this panel. Very few of you know me. Actually, you don't. And thank you for accepting me. Nadine, you know me just a little bit, but I'm dyslexic. I was labeled as such, officially labeled by my elite school teacher when I was in my teens. My parents cleverly disguised everything around me and helped me grow without being noticed by the socialist system in Bulgaria in those days. So that was dangerous. So when I was labeled, I started experiencing anxiety. I was told that I will never be anything good in life, so I better go in manufacturing and just get job in one of those belts, the conveyor belts that you, some people do that. I couldn't. So that was difficult to grow up with. And I totally understand the people who are feeling very, very down and they don't know how to get up. But we all have our fighting spirit in us. We all want to survive somehow. So my mechanism, I heard this somewhere. You remember that prayer? I don't know if you're all Christians or not, but do you remember that one? God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change the things I can, and always to make the difference. So that prayer helps me personally sometimes in very difficult situations where I have no control over anything to go to the next step, gratitude. Bring in everything you're grateful for, bring it in and build up on it. And the innate wisdom, and heck, horrible moments when I totally, everything goes empty and I just feel down. And then my mechanism is to empty everything and allow my inherited genetic, whatever you call it, inner wisdom passed down from generations down to me through my blood to raise me up. So that's me.
Oh,
That's my mechanism.
Yeah, to raise me up, to sit empty. This is awesome. To sit empty and to empty everything out and to sit empty and
just wait and just wait.
Yeah.
And trust it. It pushes you up.
I love that.
It pushes you up.
Yeah, that's powerful. We definitely can feel your emotion in all of it too. And so yeah, I love that rising up. And I also love the serenity prayer. Definitely has come in handy in my life many times as well. Yes. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
Phil, hi. What is it that you do to replenish your soul cup and also lighten your heavy heart?
Well, the first thing I do is try to take my eyes off myself and my own wants, needs, and desires, and put them on other people, and keep that forward thought process. And it really starts out on every day, sometimes every 15 minutes, whatever it takes, because I need to be in that place where I'm able to be there for others. That's my line of work. That's my profession. That's what I do. None of it's about me. When I talk to people, it's all about others. So that's the way I start. And there is no other feeling that when you help someone achieve what they want to do financially and see them come up with a plan, know what they need to do to give up to achieve that plan, actually have a plan, and then be able to work that plan. So when someone goes through that process, there's no other, it's celebration time. It's so rewarding. And that's what I try to focus on every day.
That's really awesome. You know, this morning before we came on the call, we were talking about goal setting and putting feelings behind our goals. And so I can see how what it is that you do, Phil, in helping people with their financial goals and their financial abundance, and you know, creating a foundation that is helping them feel more empowerment and feel freer, that having those feelings, those feel good feelings behind their goals. What are they going to feel like when they're out of debt? What are they going to feel like when that security, that financial security is there? And you're helping them do that. And so that is one way that you're filling your soul cup. And I love that very much. So thank you so much for doing that good work for everyone. And now, what about you, Diane McClay from the Choice and Courage Company? How do you fill your replenish your daily soul cup?
First, I've realized that I function better when I'm in collaboration with people than when I try to do everything completely by my own, which is why being a part of this KSM media group and being a member of the app is, I feel like it helps me get out of my own head, get out of my own way, get out of my own stuckery of life. Just right now, I mean, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people on this call. I have a list of 10 things, 10 steps to refill my own cup that got generated from this group. But to answer your question, what do I personally do? The picture behind me is in a forest, and it's where I'm very fortunate to live and have very easy access to beautiful components of nature, hiking trails, waterfalls, mountains. Literally, the river is right outside my office. So for me, touching the land, and I mean really touching the land, is a way that I refill my cup. There's a big difference between going for a hike, which is very active and dynamic, and it's very purpose driven, and I want to get to the top and get back and come back and have a nice cold beverage, versus intentionally touching the land. And sometimes touching the land, even if you're in the city, if you're walking by a tree and you see a seed on the ground, intentionally touching the land might mean pausing, picking up that seed or that feather or that thing that nature generated and holding it in your hand and asking yourself, what is the story of this thing that I found? How does it relate to my life? How does it influence me? And what are the lessons that I can bring back into my personal business, my personal family, my work environment? I tell a story of going to the woods one time and having a really, really heavy heart. And all I could do is just lay on the ground and cry. And when I stopped crying, I kind of cleared the tears and I saw this little fir cone sitting right next to me. And then I kind of expanded my vision a little bit more and I saw a seedling that was a year old. And then I saw a 5-year-old tree. And then I looked up and I saw trees that are much bigger than the ones in my picture. And the aha that I had in that moment was that fir cone isn't worried about whether it's good enough. It's not worried if it's going to turn into a big tree or a piece of timber for a house. It's not worried if it's going to be eaten by a deer or if it's just going to sit there and return its elements back into the soil. And that lesson for me is very powerful because when I am empty and I have nothing else to give to people, nature always finds a way of giving back to me just enough that I can do these 10 steps that we all have said, finding a meaningful way to write my feelings, connect to my feelings, have awareness, take action. I love what Antonina said when the end of her, with her original language, the end of the serenity prayer, she used the words always to make a difference. And I have never heard the serenity prayer end with an action oriented thing. It's always the serenity prayer, from what I've learned, has been give me the wisdom to know the difference between this and that. But I'm now going to adopt this second language interpretation is that I'm always going to make a difference. And nature for me gives me a way of tapping into that inner intuition, like we talked about, that inner wisdom, and then being able to be present for other people and connecting to my community in a better way.
Wow. Right? Wow. Again, I love all of the nature. I love it when you tell stories and bring the stories of nature in and remind us that is a beautiful way to go and replenish our cups and also lighten and release and let go of what's no longer serving us, right? In nature. And so I love that. I love when you bring nature back into it, which we can see with your background there. And so, yes, you said, how many things did you have on your list? 10 things that you wrote down that you're now from the
Yeah.
people that shared in the community?
I have 10. Do you want me to do a quick read back for our
Yes.
listeners?
Yeah, do it.
Number 1, curate our own space. Number 2, allow our inner wisdom and strength to be present. Number 3, have awareness and acknowledgement of what we feel and of what we need. And note that it's not what we need to do. Antonina said, be aware of what I need. I forget what my number was, number 5. Am I on number 5? Give from the overflow. Number 6, write, journal, whether it's for yourself or to give to others, as Dr. Bob said. Number 7, create a tangible way to express your feelings. Journaling is one of them. Art is another. Going for a walk is a third one. Reaching out to other people, but make it tangible rather than just yelling at the TV and internalizing that emotion. Number 8, looking after number 1, which is you. Start your day with you and ask what you need. Tune in, listen. Number 9, listen to and hop onto a solution. That was brilliant. Listen to and hop onto a solution, right? There's a solution out there already existing. You just got to hop onto it and put your energy towards it. Number 9, always to make the difference. And number 10, allow my inner wisdom to raise me up.
Wow. That is something. Look at all the good deeds we've done today. We can hang up our hat and go home because we have really done an amazing job in this short amount of time sharing all of the gifts that we use, walking our talk, being our authentic self, healing our heavy hearts. Yes, Antonina?
Cornelia, it's not fair
What's
because
not
you
fair?
didn't tell us what is your mechanism.
Well, I did. I was actually weaving mine in between, and I was talking about my mechanism is my journaling and my daily journaling. Well, I have my journals all around me. So this is definitely something that I do. That's one of the things that I do, my daily journaling. And I articulate my feelings, whatever the feelings are. And like we talked about this morning, when you have a heavy heart, what is it that I'm feeling heavy about? And then I go deeper. And then I sit with those feelings and I offer myself compassion. One of my things that I did last week, I was feeling that I really needed to offer so much love to my soul. So I wrote myself the most beautiful, beautiful love letter from God, the most beautiful love letter from Source. And I wrote it in my journal, and then I recorded it in my voice on my in my membership, and shared it with other people, and it made people cry because of the love that I was sharing, that I was expressing for myself. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to share it with you right now. That's what I'm going to do. So here we go. This is the love letter that I wrote to myself last week on June 20th. I said, "Hi, babe. I love you. I'm reminding you of how much I love you and how much I adore you and see you and respect you. I know it hasn't been easy for you, but I want to remind you of your light and of your resilience and of your strength. I know you are feeling naked and you're trusting me, you're trusting God to carry you and give you direction. The capacity that you have in being fully present to all the feelings, being fully human, is extraordinary. You are the light, you are the strength, and you will rise. Trust in me, trust in God, trust in yourself. I have a sacred space, my dear, for you right here that is filled with so much love, so much love. I'm showering you with it, a golden shower of love. That's one of my modalities.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing this, Cornelia.
So with that love that we give ourselves, the space that we provide for ourselves, we then have the capacity to let that ripple out into the world, and that is changing the world. And we know that all healing, that we came here to heal, we came here to lighten the load, we came here to make the world a better place. We came here to co-create the new earth. We came here to do it. We came here to thrive in our abundance. We came here to be our authentic self. We came here for compassion, to have compassion. We came here for unity, for unity. We came here for this. And during the times when it seems the darkest or the heaviest, you can do it. Who said it here in the community? I can. Yes, I can. The tiny habits, yes, I will. And love has the power to heal all. And a lot of times it's the love that we give to ourselves first and foremost that replenishes the cup, that replenishes the soul cup. That's how to start the day. And on June 20th, that is how I started my morning at 5:30, by writing that love letter to myself. And that's how I began my day, filled with love. And when I was taking my shower that morning, I was visualizing a golden shower of love. all the sparkles, all the love of God, of the people that love me, seeing light in everyone, seeing the people that are in my life, seeing humanity in light and love for all. So, my friends, well, we did a good thing today. Thank you so much for coming on. Let's just go around the room and share one thing that we're going to close out this call with today. Like whether it's your podcast, whether it's your book, whether it is wherever you want people to go and learn more about what it is that you do. I'm going to start with you, Nadine. Go where? I mean, we know that people can find you in the app. Go to the KS Media app, look at the directories, and type in your name and find these amazing people and all the things they do. Not only their website, all the things, but you have one place you want to send them to right now. What would that be, Nadine?
Yeah, thank you so much. I would love to invite you all to go to my Calmer Self YouTube channel, where you will find lots of interviews. Lovely interview with me and Kornelia when I first met you, plus all of my Calmer Self podcasts. And I have interviewed a lot of your group here, the KS Media Group. There's so much wisdom there. There's so many tips and coping strategies. There's so many people have shared their stories. So Calmer Self YouTube channel, go and have a look. That's what I'd love you all to do.
There's so many resources here that there is a lot. You could totally take the resources, everything that Diane shared with the list, and you have everything that you need in order to, improve your life and make your life better. What about you, Annie? Where would you like to send people to right now to go do that one thing?
Sure. I'd love to invite you to come to my website, www.coachingcart.com, where you'll find the media tab, and you can read articles that I've written and interviews that I've been involved in, and also learn just a lot about me. I think I've put my authentic self into that website, and I'd like you to read about it too.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Awesome. What about you, Antonina? Where would you like to direct people to go?
Well, from a professional perspective, if your heart feels heavy because of any doubts or anything you're not happy about your business, and you want to do more and you want to be inspired and empowered, hop on for a 30 minutes fire rapid business solution call with me. Get to know me. You will love it.
And how do they do that?
They do it through my website. Ask the expert call. Just hit the button there on the landing, the homepage, and it will connect you with me.
Good. Thank you. Awesome. All right. What about you, Dr. Bob? Give us your what you want us to do, a beautiful call to action where we can learn more about your conscious parenting, your book, and even, speak a few more words about I am the problem, I am the solution, I am the resource.
Well, as I evolved in my professional career, I realized that I needed to get out of my professional cocoon and be more of a citizen. And I realized that for anything that was going on in the community, I need to adopt the attitude that I am the problem, but I can be part of the solution. But to do that, I need to devote my resources to it. So I am the problem, I am the solution, I am the resource. Let me on this beautiful journey that I've been on for the last 30 years that's culminated in 4 books, the most recent one, Conscious Parenting. The point there being I want parents to realize that the goal of parenting is not to have happy children, but to have good citizens. Happiness is a blissful secondary side effect. So I hope that we will engage in that journey together. And I challenge everyone to do so. The website is mychildren'schildren.com. Lists the books, lists the blogs, and has oodles of information.
Yeah, we are always sharing with people about your conscious parenting books, So that's, people in the community are purchasing them books and sending them to people, sending them to friends, especially right now in the world when there's just, again, so much upheaval, so much change. Conscious parenting is where it's at. So thank you, Dr. Bob.
Because we are the problem, we are the solution, we are the resource.
Yes, we are. And yes, we can. And we will rise. And yes, we are. And so, what about you, Julie DeLuca Collins?
Thank you, Cornelia. I want to invite the audience to go to goconfidentlycoaching.com. That is my website. And if you /quick links, if you want to connect with me, you can do so there. But more importantly, if you're looking for the right resources, whether you want to create tiny habits, whether you want to create a plan for your business, there are free resources there. So again, goconfidentlycoaching.com /quick links. You will find a lot of the resources that are there for you to be able to get what you need, not only to create the healthy tiny habits for your life, but goal planning. And if you want to connect with me as well, you can do so through that link. And I am Julie DeLuca Collins on all the platforms, and my podcast is listed on there as well. So thank you so much.
Excellent. Excellent. Love all the clarity there. All right. What about you, Diane?
I would love to invite people just to come to my website, dianemcclay.com. It's just one N, DIANEMCCLAY.com. And you'll find everything there. We'll have links to my podcast and my YouTube channel there. But the parting thought I'd like to leave people with is that you have a choice. And rather than trying to make the right choice or being fearful of making the wrong choice, if we just adopt the concept that we can make a choice and then we can be aware of the information that comes to us from that choice, we'll be moving forward in a lot stronger, more free kind of way. So when you're aware that your heart is empty, when you're aware that you're feeling heavy, after you have the awareness of how you feel, ask yourself, how would I rather feel? Is this in alignment with me? Yes or no? Because we're always making choices, whether it's conscious or subconscious, but not getting paralyzed by the right one or the wrong one is really the best way for us to move forward. So dianemcclay.com. And if you want to talk to me, you want to talk to me about choice, I invite somebody to drop me an email and let's have that conversation. Let's expand it.
Awesome. Awesome. What about you, Phil?
Hello,
Oh, you muted yourself again.
I just put my.
Nope, you muted yourself again. Third time's a charm.
How's that?
Good.
How's that? All right. So I just put the email into the chat, but it's pkthornley@gmail.com. I want to leave you with hope and support in the financial area. You can get out of debt. You can save money. You can have enough for your business, to run sustainability. So I want to leave that with you. And there's different ways we can do that. It all starts with a 5-minute financial checkup. And we don't ask for any personal information. By the way, I don't charge for this. So keep that in mind when you're sharing it with others. This is just information and education because we didn't get a lot of this in school. We didn't get any of it in school. And sometimes our parents didn't teach us, right? So it's just the school of hard knocks. So hope and support.
Yes, excellent. And all to improve your life. Every single one of us, we have that in common. That's why, a world-class professional group that is here to support you to make your life better, whether it is your physical body, whether it is your parenting, whether it is connecting with nature, whether it is your business, your financial life, or if you want to be considered to be part of this amazing group, you can message me, Kornelia Stephanie. You can find me on Facebook. You can also, when you're watching this video here on YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube channel. And you can also contact me through there. So we want to thank all our professional contributors, founding members of the KS Media Group app where you can also download that. There's so many resources, there's so many tools, there's so many gifts for you that are all here to support you to replenish your cup and make your life better. We want to thank you so much today for joining us. We have done an amazing job. I'm so proud of us. I always like celebrating, and I love, the positivity of everything that we've contributed here today to make the world a better place. And may it lighten your soul, may it fill your cup. And we'll see you again at the next go around when we'll have another panel discussion here at the KS Media Group. Thanks, everybody.
You've been listening to the Kornelia Stephanie Show, Wake Up to Love, your call to action. Tune in each week on Transformation Talk Radio. Kornelia's joy is to engage others in practical ways, showing us how to live in the new earth in harmony with our true nature. For more information on Kornelia and her extraordinary work, or to listen to past shows, go to her website at korneliastephanie.com.